My Forex experience started with a lot of pain.
How much do you feel the engineering background actually helped you long term?
I was at the beginning very successful, but then I lost my account.
Being a solutions-oriented person was one of the main things for you.
If you're too greedy, this will not work.
So how do you personally figure out when you feel you should pivot and when you should just stay? You kind of have to think about the way you trade and choose the broker according to that as well.
Yeah. This was my biggest issue, to find out how to make them less aggressive.
Hi René, thank you for coming to xChief's podcast interviews. I'd like you to start telling a little bit about yourself and your past experiences so that new traders can learn from your trading experience.
Yeah, thank you for your invitation. My name is René Nisloni. I'm from Germany, Munich, and I'm a systems engineer. I'm 57 years old, so I'm not so young anymore. But I have around, let's say, over 10 to 12 years, let's say, experience in trading. And I started with Forex trading, conventional Forex trading. In the meanwhile, I'm also trading the crypto markets, and yes, it's a relative new experience for me because yes, I'm doing this since 2022. When the bear market was, and I had some contacts to people who were also trading cryptos, and well, they inspired me to try the same, and it was not trading in this case. It was more investing.
Okay.
And yes, this is my background in trading, and well, my Forex experience started with a lot of pain.
That's the usual, mate.
Yes. Well, I started with demo accounts, and it looked very good, but I didn't have any good plan. I would say it like this. And so there was one day when I started to trade in a small live account with, I think, 250 euro. And well, with 250 euros were very fast. They left me somehow. Yeah. And but this whole issue was very exciting for me, and I wanted to learn more about this, and I wanted to go deeper in this. Yes, because as engineer, you want to go to the roots and to find things out, and I thought, why is it not working? But what did I do wrong, and so on.
Well, how much do you feel the engineering background actually helped you long term?
I think very much, because well, you don't have to be engineer, I think, but you should be you should have kind of mindset where you think where you're thinking, well, I don't give up here. Yes, I want to find a solution for a special problem or something. And if you well, my job is a Linux administrator. Now, yes, I was also developing software. I was working for some companies also for developing in C programming language. And this were my basics. Yes, and so but I had to change one because some changes in my personal life happened, and so I tried to go deeper in administration. But I was every time with computers. Yes, I started with computers when I was, let's say, 12 years old or something.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Long history there then.
Very long.
So essentially, what you're saying is that being a solutions-oriented person was one of the main things for you.
I think, yes, solution-oriented, and to have a kind of discipline that you can keep with things also if you are not successful at the beginning. This is very important, because some people they say, oh, I have no success, I have to do something else, or this is not the right thing for me, or I have to change. For example, for trading, many people I was the same somehow. Yes, if one system wasn't working, I changed to the next one, and so on. But when I got contact to some people, I would not say mentors, because I had several courses also in Forex trading, and they told me, you have to keep to something. If you also, if it does not work for some time, yes, this is not every time. Nothing works all the time.
Yeah.
And so it's also for trading.
Yeah. If you keep on switching all the time, you'll never know which one would have actually maybe worked.
Yes, correct.
Because you just could have got unlucky.
Yeah.
And or lucky, and then you try that again, and then it fails.
Yeah.
So you're right there, definitely. What would you say, like, over all of these years, what would be the biggest challenge or problem you faced and overcame?
Well, biggest problems, there were many problems indeed, yes, because you can imagine, if you start with a 250 euro live account, you think first, well, probably it was too less money. You know what comes now, yes. So I made a bigger account.
Yeah.
And I was also not only trading manually, because at the beginning it was manual trading.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I had no real idea to trade. And this, I think this is a problem many people have, because they see a chart and they say, oh, for me it was like, I was trading very often Euro USD, for example. Euro USD was for me, well, I have to trade this. This was my idea, and I have to find a way to trade this successfully. And but well, it worked for some time, and but then there came a period where nothing worked anymore. Yes, there were probably some news or something. We had a big movement in price, and I was long. For example, I was buying Euro USD, and then came a period when probably there was some news. I don't know even, because it just happened. Yeah, and the price was falling down.
Right.
And I was thinking, what happened now? How can I take this challenge? Because I had my buy open, and the buy was I'm not talking from flash crashes, which I had also sometimes. Yes, you know, flash crashes. You are in a buy, and then suddenly the price moves down, and you don't know what should I do now. You are desperate in this moment. Yeah. And well, the next step was probably from manual trading. I was thinking, well, probably there's a possibility to trade with automatic systems. Like I'm talking from expert advisors, like in MetaTrader 4, for example. This was my basic for trading, my platform, and I tried all kinds of indicators, of expert advisors. And my opinion was, well, it was working for some time, the same experience. And then suddenly something went wrong, and the expert advisor was trading, and I was thinking, what is he doing there? He's losing all my money, yes. And there were really some situations where I thought I have a working system, and then suddenly it did not work anymore.
Yeah. So that I guess is a recurring problem really for everyone, that you gotta have to switch. You gotta pivot.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's hard to know when to pivot, because if the price just goes down for a day or two and then everything's back normal and you pivoted, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
So how do you personally figure out when you feel you should pivot and when you should just stay?
Yeah. I found it out when I, this experts were trading very often like a martingale system. Yes? So it made wins. It made sometimes very big wins, and I was sometimes also over trading. So my leverage was too high compared to my account size.
Yeah,
and this was a very big problem. And I was thinking, but well, I tried this in demo accounts, and I tried this with several sizes in demo accounts, and one day I was trading a very big demo account, and the same thing happened again, and I lost this account, and I said, this cannot be the solution. The problem is not at all the size of your account. It has to be something else. Yes. And by the way, I was also developing when expert advisors with with a basic of an existing system.
Right.
I had contact to or better to say, I had a system. It was called RoboFibo. It is a system from a guy from Malaysia.
Okay.
It was very, very interesting, yes. And when I was at the beginning very successful, but then I lost my account, and I was thinking there has to be a solution for this. And I was taking contact to this guy who was programming this expert advisor,
Yeah.
and I asked him, is it possible that you can make some changes to your expert? Because I had some ideas to improve the system and to make it less aggressive, yes, or to make some settings where you can make your settings to optimize this whole thing. And when he was accepting this, I was very happy.
Yeah.
And when it was the first change, the second change, I think after 6 or 7 changes, he said, I don't like this anymore. You have a chance to buy this system now. I give you the source code.
Interesting.
And when I said, okay, I will, we made an agreement, and I bought the source code from him. And when I tried to optimize the system, so this were my first step, and you can imagine hard work behind this, yes, and many nights and many hours to improve this, to check it in demo accounts, to fail again, to start with a new account, and so on and so on, with different brokers.
Yeah. So it's basically a reiteration. Small change test. Small change test.
Yeah.
And I would say that for people who aren't coders, who can't develop, the same idea still is correct. You have to make small changes, see what happens, small changes, until you get something that most of the time seems to work for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you get also the I mean, at the beginning you are not interested in margin or something. Yes, you look only on your account, you look on your trades, but you don't look what can be harmful for your account. Yes, so if you have too high leverage or something, this can be harmful. You have to find the optimal setting for your account first, and what do you want to trade? Yes, so for example, I was trading 3 pairs. I was trading USD Japanese yen, USD CAD, and Euro USD. These were my 3 basic pairs, which I was trading in this system. And sometimes, USD Japanese yen sometimes makes very big movements.
Yeah.
And this can kill your account, and when you have no chance to correct this anymore, especially if you have not enough money on your account. And
Did you feel that having 3 different types of pairs made it noticeably more difficult in the beginning for you?
It was a bit more difficult because you had to focus on 3 pairs, not only on 1 pair. But I was thinking, I think I was too greedy at the beginning. If you're too greedy, this will not work. Yes, it's better to be more. This is what I learned also for my trading career, to be more defensive in my trading setup, and probably trade with less leverage. But also select special trades. Don't take every trade. And you can imagine how difficult this is to tell this to an automated system. Take only the best trades. Yes, it's very hard. Probably with AI it's possible, but with conventional languages like MQL, with MQL4 or something, it's not so easy to do this.
Yeah, and especially when you have to define what does the best trade mean.
Yes, really. It's true.
Because it is different for every single person as well. Is it the fastest one? Is it the one with the least loss, the most win, whatever? So you do have to really think about that a lot. Well, how about if we were to think about your trading philosophy nowadays? How would you describe that?
My trading philosophy is never go first. You have first to define my system is based on on 2 time frames. You have a bigger trend and a smaller trend, yes. And well, normally I take pullbacks. So this means I'm trying never to trade against the trend. It's sometimes it's not possible because the trend is also changing during your trade is open, and so you have to manage this. Yes, you have this. This is very important for management when you have a trade open and you see that it goes in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And this my automated systems were never regarding this, and this was the problem. So they were trading every, let's say every 5 or 10 pips, they made another trade, and so on. Also, if they were completely wrong, and this I would never do when I'm trading manually.
Yeah. How often do you trade usually?
Oh, I trade during one day. Well, if you trade Bitcoin, there are probably not so many trades. Probably, let's say 3 or 4 trades per day.
Yeah.
But in Forex, I make sometimes. Well, it depends how often I get pullbacks. It depends how the markets run. Yes, I'm oriented to the market.
Yeah.
Is the market good for me? Do I get pullbacks? If I don't get pullbacks, for example, now with US dollar, the US dollar goes up and I don't get an entry when it is like it is. Yes, I don't force any trades.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting till I get the possibility to enter.
Yeah, but on average, basic day, you would say like less than 10 trades.
Very often over 10 trades in Forex. In Forex, okay. Yes, because there's sometimes market conditions where you can really trade a lot. Sometimes it's not so often when I look, okay, what's going on in Bitcoin, for example. I'm trading also Bitcoin very often because Bitcoin is for me a very good asset to trade. Somehow I found this out not so long ago, but it's working very well, I think.
Right.
And if you get the right broker, then I don't want to say if it has to be a Mika broker. I don't want this discussion. Yeah. But if you find the right broker, then you can become very content with this.
So you would say that trading the bigger coins in crypto, so not DeFi things, but bigger coins in crypto, is still very different from Forex.
Forex is a bit different from the kind of trading, because in Forex you have many single trades. You can you can do this also in crypto, but when I trade in crypto or also in Forex, I try every time to stay with the same leverage. I don't over leverage something like some martingale EAs are doing this. Yes, they start with 001 and they end up with 0.5 or something. Yes, it's very crazy. Yeah, they are existing. Yes, and we are not stopped if you don't stop them or if you don't program them that you can stop this. This was my biggest issue, to find out how to make them less aggressive.
Yeah,
that they make enough wins, but they don't harm your accounts.
Yeah, because if you get one maximum loss with those leverages, that's a good buy situation, basically.
And if you have infinite money, it's okay, but nobody has this. Yes, and but also in Forex, it's a bit different, because in crypto you have let's say you trade with a smaller leverage. I never trade over 5x is my standard leverage, I would say, and I don't go over it, and I'm very careful with. Especially in crypto, I'm very careful with buying trades, because you saw in the bull market, for example, how often we had the situation that there were some flash crashes, and even with the smallest leverage, people lost their whole account. And so
yeah, that happened a lot.
Yeah,
and in crypto, there's so many players there that fall down really heavily, and that affects the entirety of it. Like what was it called, that really big company that fell, what was it called?
FTX.
Yeah, FTX. everything went down with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have to be a bit more careful there.
Yeah, this is true. So you have to. For me, it was a warning. Not to exaggerate your trading amount in cryptos, but also to be careful, especially with buys, especially probably in the bull market, because I think in the bull market we have much more danger from flash crashes than in the bear market, because in bear market you're prepared that the price is going down. Like if you watch now Bitcoin, yes, okay, we have now a phase where Bitcoin is going a bit up, but I think this will not last forever. And I never saw a flash crash to the upside. So
yeah, I don't think I've heard of that one. So no. And considering the years you've been trading, both if we count both FX and crypto, and there's so many different players, so many places you can trade from. That so what do you usually use for crypto trading yourself?
For crypto trading, you mean the exchange?
No, the point was like, do you actually use exchanges mostly, or do you trade it through DeFi ways more?
Through exchanges.
Yeah, it's safer.
I don't know if I can tell the name now, but
yeah, but it's safer basically.
Better not, yeah. Okay.
But then if we think about the Forex side, what made you choose xChief? Because there are so many different players.
I saw the reviews. Normally I'm checking the reviews, and I had a lot of experience with different exchanges also in Forex. And well, at the beginning it's difficult to say if it would have worked later, because at the beginning you trade different. Yes, you lose your account, and many people say, oh, the broker, it's the broker's fault or something. Yes. Well, in some cases it's true, I would say. But it's I say it's 50-50. Yes, you have also the problem, probably you have trades open over the weekend, and I had some brokers, for example, where we had a big liquidity jumps, and the price was moving very fast, and I came back on Sunday night at 11 o'clock German time, and I saw, oh, what happened with my trades? Why we were closed? It could happen. Yes, it depends on the liquidity of the jumps what you have in your and every broker is a bit different. Yes.
Yeah.
And if I think about xChief, I'm very content. I would say it's a good experience for me now.
Yeah, that's good.
And the support is okay. The manager, he's very fast when I have a question or when I have a problem. I cannot say anything bad about this.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But basically also, at least in my own opinion, you kind of have to think about the way you trade and choose the broker according to that as well.
Yeah.
Because if you tend to trade like you trade several trades a day, and if the broker takes a lot per trade, then that's gonna hit you.
Yeah, it's good, for example, also when the broker has different models where you can select, well, sometimes you have a bigger spread, or you have to put more money in your account and you get better conditions, for example. This is okay for me, yes. And also if the leverage is big enough, yes. I made a new experience with xChief I don't know, it's some months ago, because I opened an account, and when I had to change my account, we were not offering this old account anymore, and when I saw some leverage problems there, yes, but they explained it to me, it was okay for me.
And,
good.
Yeah, you do have to really think about those, like what do you choose and why and how. So okay, if we think about someone starting to trade right now, what would be the main thing you want them to do or think about?
The main thing for a newcomer, try to find somebody who can explain you how trading works. This is very important, I think, because if you trade you can do it alone. Yes, I tried also to do it alone, but the learning phase is very, very steep. Yeah, it's
That it is.
very hard. Yes, and you think, why does it not work? You after some years, yes, some people said, I saw some people also on YouTube. Yes, I'm watching some so-called influencer. Yes, who are sometimes showing what we are trading. Many are not showing what we are trading when you know exactly, okay, he does not do this because of trading, but for affiliates stories and so on.
Yeah.
But you should ask somebody, how should I watch the markets? How should I look at the markets? And when you will find out what to avoid, what never to do. For example, be careful if you go against the trend.
Yeah.
Be very careful. You can do this, but only in special conditions. Yeah, for example, something like this. So the basics, how we should start. And for me, it was a changing point also when I was starting with a very small account and you can trade crypto or Forex. This is not important, but you can if it works, then it works also for a small account.
Yeah.
Well, you should have a bit air to breathe for your money. Yeah? So you should have a size, for example, let's say some $1,000 is my experience. What worked for me in crypto, it was less at the beginning. I started really. It was a fun trade, like $50 to $100, and I was trading with this $50 account, let's say $280, and this was an experience for me where I said, well, it works. You can trade this if. But you have to have this discipline.
Yeah.
Take your profits out. Don't be too greedy. Make a rule. Because some people say, yeah, let your profits run. But this is I think this is advanced. Let your profits run, because it's better to take your profits, but look at your trade. What do you put inside your trade? So what are your fees, for example? What is your commission size? And then find a rule where you can say, what do I have to do, not to keep my account and to beat this commission size at least. Yes.
Yeah.
Beat it with some factors or something. This was a turning point for me.
Yeah, basically be able to live to fight another day.
Yes.
Instead of just trying to get the biggest win.
Yeah.
And
what I say also good about stop losses. Many people say stop losses important. I'm a bit different there. I'm careful with stop losses. I try to optimize my losses. So because stop losses take a lot of your capital. You have to know this, because stop loss appears when you are wrong in your trading setup. Yes.
Yeah.
And this can happen very often. Yes. So it's better. You can have one trade open, one wrong trade. You can have two wrong trades open, but don't have too many wrong trades in the wrong direction. This breaks your account. This is for me a very important experience.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, because, as you said, most people do talk about stop losses.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Okay. Well, I really want to thank you again for coming here. I personally think that your experiences are very interesting for a lot of people, and I especially agree with the idea of finding someone who can kind of mentor you or teach you at least a little bit. Very good idea, and I will be very happy to have you again. Thank you so much, René, and have a good day.
You're welcome. I thank you for having me, and have also a good day.
Thanks.